Hey man, say man, you know what it is. Thank you for tapping in, thank you for tuning in. I'm so happy and grateful now that I can be here giving this game, spreading this word, sharing this stream of consciousness, spreading the word of God, the way, the truth. Let's get paid. So check it, man. I think it's important that we always finish what we start. And I say this before, but how you spend your day is how you spend your life. If you have a habit of quitting before, whatever you're doing, before you reap what you sow, you're never gonna get anything worth having. And if we pay attention, you will see this a lot, right? New Year's comes around. People are like, oh yeah, I want to get in the gym. I want to change. They might start off good. By that second week, most people didn't fell off. By that first month, even more people fell off. Why is this? They have a habit of not finishing what they start. And this goes, with self-discipline, self-awareness. All these things, they start with the self. If you don't conquer yourself is going to be conquered, right? It's time that we really take control of our life. Stop leaving it up to fate. Stop leaving it up to luck. Stop putting your life in somebody else's hands. Stop waiting for somebody to come save you. You have to figure this life not by yourself. We have people here to help us, but you have to figure this life out, and you have to figure it out for what you want. But a lot of people don't know what they want. I was around today, and they were asked these questions. And the person, after the person in front of him, he said exactly what the person just said. And he's like, why do you say that? I don't know, because he said it. But this is how people spend their life. They just do stuff because, I don't know, somebody else, I don't know. They don't ever really know who they are, what they want, right? So the sooner we figure out who we are and what it is that we want, we can go after our goals. And it's important to start the goal with the end in mind, right? We got this book here, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Great book. I first read this book in college, actually. I don't even know if I read it all, but we were, going over this book. I had to get it. But that's one of the habits. Starting with the end in mind. If you start with the end in mind, it's very powerful, right? Because even in my previous videos when I talk about manifestation and stuff, this is essentially what that is. We're starting with the end in mind. What is it that you want, right? And if we can dominate our thoughts, if we can become that person who is able to receive, who is vibrating on that frequency. But if we quit, you're never going to get this, So we have to pay attention to how you spend your day. Because if it starts with the small things. If you say, I want to make up my bed every day, and by that 7th day, you're going back to your old habits, you're never going to get anything, man. You're going to spend your days, you're going to spend your life, and you're going to get to that point where you're like, man, I wish I would have. So I think it's important that we stop stopping ourselves, We gotta stop stopping ourselves. Because once you come to the realization that it's you and God, it's you and God is within you, right? So it's you and you. This is all we have. We have people here to help us, but these are help. You know, we can't depend on everybody else to make life happen for us. We have to make it happen for ourselves. And when I say this, I think it's important to have the attitude that we want to dominate. We're going to make it happen. You know, don't settle for less. Don't settle for the low-hanging fruit. If you know you want to be up here, and this is where I'm talking to people, up here, you know. I met this man today. This is what he said. I'm talking to you up here, not down here. That was such a powerful statement to me. Because when I get around people, even myself, you know, sometimes especially when I was younger, I didn't want to listen to anybody. And when they talked to me with any type of attitude or any type of passion, I just didn't want to hear it, you know. But once I changed my attitude, my life changed. If you don't like your results, change them. If you don't like your results, change them. But the only way to change your results is to change your mind. I've said this before. We can't change an effect with an effect. People want to change what they're getting in their 3D reality by changing what they're getting in their 3D reality. This doesn't work. What is causing your 3D reality? Your mind. And I tell people this a lot. They go back to, oh, just go put more work in. No, this is not essentially true, right? Yes, we have to put the work in, but the work begins in your mind. Because if you don't ever change your mind, it doesn't matter what you change in your reality. You're going to continue to get the same things over and over and over, you know? I wish I had an analogy right now for that. Let me think. I don't have one. But anywho, we have to finish what we start. We have to finish what we start. And I'm realizing the self-discipline, you know, because this is what a lot of people don't realize. And I said this before. We want to see 5 years of results in one day of going to the gym. It's never going to work. But if we start with the end in mind, every single day we keep that goal in our mind. We keep putting in that work. If we want to build a body, right? If we want to be more healthy, and think about what you want, right? Because if you are overweight right now, or if you're skinny right now and you want to be something better, don't think about it like, I don't want to be big, or I don't want to be skinny. Think about it as what you want. I want to be healthier. I want to be better. You know, focus on what you want, not what you don't want, right? And once you change that attitude to the thought process of let's dominate, let's make it happen, let's be hungry, let's never settle, you know, it really, your life is going to change. I tell you, your life is going to change. Because I was going through life settling for whatever I was getting, just going with the wind. I even remember having this conversation with somebody. I was like, you know, I don't really care to have plans. I don't really care for organization, you know, structure, this. And I was thinking, this is who I am. But I came to the realization that it doesn't matter who you were yesterday. If you have the desire to change, if you want to be better, you can make that happen today, right? Now, I'm not telling you just the thought and just the realization that you can change in one day, but how you spend your days, how you spend your life. If you start with the end in mind, eventually you're going to get it. This is so true. Have persistence, have consistency, have faith. Because if you, continue to show up, you're bound to get what you want. You know, but if you quit, if you don't finish what you start, you're never going to get it, man. So look, if this message was of service to you, I'm thankful. I hope I can be of help. You know, I'm so grateful and happy now that I'm here sharing this word, sharing this message. Let's finish what we start. Let's get paid. Salute to you. Until next time.